We're unpacking the paradox of intelligence, specifically the hidden realities of a highly active mind, and this really counterintuitive relationship between a high IQ and self-doubt. If you're someone who just loves to learn, who's constantly analyzing the world around you, you've probably noticed that your own internal experience is vastly different from how the rest of the world perceives you. So today, we're going to break down exactly why that is.
Section 1. The myth of power. It's the classic assumption, right? Intelligence feels like power. And honestly, it makes total sense from the outside looking in. If you can effortlessly solve complex problems, people just assume you walk around feeling totally invincible. But here is the reality. It usually creates doubt. Just let that sink in for a second. When your mind is operating at a really high capacity, you don't just see the one straightforward answer. No, you see the 10 alternative possibilities. You see all the exceptions to the rule. You literally see every single variable that could possibly go wrong. And that level of comprehensive, non-stop processing, it doesn't generate a feeling of unchecked power. It generates profound, persistent doubt, simply because you're acutely aware of how fragile any single conclusion really is.
Section 2. The roots of isolation. Now, let's shift gears a bit and look at the social experience of intelligence. How does this hyper-awareness actually impact our daily interactions? I mean, how often have you seen a quiet, highly intelligent person get labeled as a snob? The external view is almost always that they're isolated because they're arrogant, or they think they're somehow better than everyone else. But the internal truth, it's vastly different. They feel alone because most conversations never go deep enough. Think about your own frustrations for a minute. When your brain literally thrives on dissecting complex ideas, making these wild, novel connections, and constantly asking why, getting stuck in standard small talk can feel completely alienating. This isolation isn't born out of some superiority complex. It's born out of a deep, unmet need for genuine intellectual depth. So it's not arrogance at all. It's just a completely different frequency of communication. Section 3. The cost of awareness. So let's look under the hood at the internal mechanics of a highly analytical mind. How many times have people told you to just stop overthinking, like it's some bad habit you can just switch off? Well, our source material offers a brilliant reframing here. Overthinking is not a weakness. It is literally the necessary cost of awareness. I absolutely love this reframe. Overthinking isn't some bug in your mental system. It's a core feature of an advanced processor. When you are deeply, acutely aware of your environment, the subtle nuances in human behavior, the hidden complexities of the task in front of you, your brain is naturally going to run countless simulations. It's the inevitable tax you pay for having that high level of awareness. It is for sure not a flaw. But here is the catch. With all of that incredible analytical power pointed outward at the world, analyzing every little detail, there's an ultimate target that an overthinker's intense scrutiny eventually, inevitably turns toward. And that target is themselves. Out of everything a highly intelligent person analyzes, critiques, and doubts, the one thing they question the absolute most is themselves. And this right here is where the true paradox lives. The exact same tool that allows you to understand the world, your analytical mind, turns inward. And when it does, it highlights your own perceived shortcomings, your blind spots, and your potential for making an error. That deep-seated self-questioning, it's incredibly heavy. It is the root reason why so many incredibly capable people walk around feeling like they are constantly falling short, even when the rest of the world sees them as massively successful. Section 4. The burden of wisdom. There's this grand illusion out there that wisdom feels like knowing more. You know, we picture this wise sage sitting on a mountaintop, holding absolute certainty about the secrets of the universe. But the reality? True wisdom is feeling how much is unknown. It's a total paradox. The more intelligence and awareness you acquire, the more you realize just how massive the ocean of information truly is, and just how tiny your little island of knowledge actually is. Gaining intelligence doesn't give you absolute certainty, it actually diminishes it. You stop seeing the world in black and white, and you start seeing the infinite, complicated shades of gray. Our source material captures this perfectly with this quote. It feels like being the only one who knows how much is still unknown. There is a profound sense of isolation, but also, honestly, a kind of quiet beauty in that realization. Because when you're standing in a room full of people who are absolutely blindly certain about their opinions, and you're the only one agonizing over the nuances and the variables that everyone else is completely missing, yeah, it can feel incredibly lonely. But that feeling, it's not a sign that you're lost. It is the definitive proof that you are truly paying attention.